Hey YouTube, you're here with me, Mr. B, your gaming gorilla, and I'm here to give you my initial thoughts of PlayStation's newest beta, H1Z1. Let's roll. So before we get everything started, I'm just going to say this once again, just to make sure everyone's completely aware. This is my initial thoughts. It's not a full-on review, because I need more time to master this thing, and let's face it, it's going to take me a while to do that. But I just wanted to get my initial thoughts out there on how I think this game is setting up. Another thing to get out of the way is the game's awful bloody start. I mean, who at Daybreak thought it was a wise idea to let the whole world play the game at the exact same time? Anyway, you can't account for stupidity. It's something my old man once told me. I think that was in reference to me. But anyway, the result being the game launched and nobody could bloody play it. In fact, they're still having issues right now with the fact that people who pre-ordered the pre-ordered £26 bundle, me, Daybreak, me, still hasn't received their items, which I think it's 3 chaos crates and a few skins. There's nothing pay to win. Put down your clothes. It's not pay to win. It's just skins and things like that. But it's stuff that make you look nice to ensure that you actually bought into this enterprise and you want to take it seriously. Or does it make you a target for everyone else? Fuck, I never thought of that. Straight off the bat, when I actually did manage to get a game, there's a few things I noticed straight away. For those of you who haven't played H1Z1, me being one of them, they've introduced this nice little mode called combat training. Now, you can't go into it with your friends or anything, it's just you go into it on your own. And it's concurrent. The game lasts 10 minutes, stops, restarts. There's no winner and no loser. The idea is that you spawn into it, and you shoot people. Now, at first I thought I was taking on bots. I didn't realise they were actual people. So once I did realise that and I had a few kills under my belt, my confidence grew in leaps and bounds, and I was ready to take on the main experience. The other bright side is it got me used to the control system, which is actually really intuitive. And surprisingly enough, even easy for someone like me to understand. Now that right there is something to Daybreak's credit here, because they've designed the actual buttons and the layout that they've gone for fits the PlayStation control perfectly. The way that you switch between weapons and the way that you choose your grenades and things like that, and the way that you heal yourself is done at just a press of the button. And even mid-fight, you're not like Fortnite, for instance. You press triangle to build a wall, then you got to press triangle again to get your guns out, then you're faffing around between your guns, then you got to heal yourself. For me, it's just too many buttons for my simple little mind to deal with. But with H1Z1, it's nice and simple. You hold L1 to bring your weapon wheel up, and use your right stick to choose what weapon you want. And it's as simple as that. And it couldn't be any easier. Now, as for the actual gameplay itself, there's a couple of things I've noticed. Now, the graphics aren't brilliant. There are, I'd say, early PlayStation 3 graphics. That sort of style. I've not been a PUBG fan. I've never played PUBG. I'm guessing it's going to be the equivalent to Xbox's PUBG, but maybe just a bit more fluid, because it doesn't seem to have any problems with textures and things like that. There's the odd pop, but nothing massive. What I have noticed with the art style is it's very pastel colory. You know how you've got Fortnite, which is just in your face, bang, there's some colour, have it. With this, it's all a lot of greys and blacks and that sort of very faded light colours. In fact, the whole theme, the whole feel when you're running around is like running around Scotland on an autumn afternoon. You know, the rays of sunshine coming through, but constantly overcast, which I don't know if that adds to the tension or not. To me, if they'd have added a blue sky, it would have made it look better. But that's just me personally. Some people might like it. In fact, it's very reminiscent of a PC survival game called 7 Days to Die. I don't know if you've ever seen that. You can probably find links to it on YouTube. And if you are going to find links to it on YouTube, check out Me Gaming, because they have a whole video list full of 7 Days to Die videos, and it'll show you what I mean. It's slightly better graphics than that. Does that impact on gameplay though? No, it doesn't. The gameplay, although can feel choppy at times, is spot on. I was getting kills. The guns feel fantastic. The Hellfire is the only gun I have an issue with, purely because when you go into ADS, you see 9/10 of fuck all, and all you're really doing is holding the R2 button in what you hope is the right general direction and waiting for the markers to fly out. But that's the only gun I have an issue with. The hit markers as well, now thinking about it, is actually a really good system because it gives you a lot of information. If you get a white hit marker, you've hit a vehicle. If you get a yellow hit marker, you've hit a player's armor. If you get a red hit marker, you've hit the player, you've actually damaged the health. And when you're in a mass brawl where you're jumping around like Jack in the Box with his feet on fire, these markers give you an idea of how well you're doing in the fight. If you're hitting nothing but yellow, you know this geezer's got a lot of armor and you need to like hold back before you start pushing. However, if you've got a massive red flying out and he's just darted around the corner, he's either healing himself because his neck ended dead, or he's baiting you for a push. But either way, you should be pushing because the chances are you're going to take his head off with a simple shotgun shot. Look at me giving bloody first person shooter advice. Take the notice of that. At the end of the day, if you hit him a lot of times and you see red, he's close to dead, do with that whatever you fucking wish. Don't be coming back and going, well, hang on Mr. B, you said do this. Because at the end of the day, if you see it, like I said, if you see red and you end up dead, that's your problem, not mine. Welcome to my world. Assuming, of course, that they can fix the server problems, overall, I think we're onto a bit of a winner here, especially with those who struggle with the Fortnite mechanics like me. I mean, there are times when I'm in Fortnite and it gets down to the sort of last 10 or 15, and I shoot someone, and within a second of that bullet hitting them, they've built the bloody Taj Mahal around them. And there's no way I have the mental capacity to even begin to combat that. So what do? I end up hiding behind a tree which gets shot, and before I know it, I've got 4 scumbags floating down on top of me, kicking the shit out of me. And that's depressing. For me, it's depressing anyway, because you feel like when you do get into these combat situations, the likelihood is you're going to lose, and which ends up, in my opinion, turning you off the game. Whereas in H1Z1, you don't have that feeling. If you're caught out of cover, it's your own fault. There's plenty of places to get into cover, and you learn from that next time, and don't be so bloody rash. I gotta say, when it's all put into context, when you forgive a certain few bits that have gone wrong in the beta so far, my initial thoughts are, I'm impressed. I mean, if it was me personally, I'd improve the colour scale a little bit. There's not much you can do with the graphics. The graphics are the graphics. It is what it is. But overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. And my friends are enjoying it too, apart from the 15-minute wait between matches. But that is the only negatives that they're coming back with, which are things that can be fixed. A couple of things I've seen in the Twitter feeds is that there are people that wish you could have third-person ADS. I don't agree with that personally. I'm informed that it's on the PC version, but I'm not a PC subscriber, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm a console gamer, and for the console, the first person shooting aspect works brilliantly, unless you're using the Hellblaze. But that, of course, is all my personal opinion and my initial thoughts. What are your thoughts on it? Let's get into it in the comment section below. Tell me what your experiences are between you and H1Z1, apart from obviously the server problems. We all know they exist. It's happened. Get over it. What are your thoughts on the gameplay and things like that? Come at me with it. Let me know. As always, thank you very much for watching my video. Every view is really appreciated by me because I am new and it is a growing channel, and I'm really glad that you're a part of that. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button or the golden logo at the end, and don't forget to turn notifications on as well, otherwise you'll never know when a new video is coming out unless you actually physically check the channel, which I've got to say, from a new YouTuber, is bloody stupid. But anyway, that's all from me, Mr. B, your gaming gorilla. Ta-ta for now.